All right, let's dive right in. Today we're doing a rapid-fire tour of the most complex, most incredible machine you'll ever own, your own body. We're going to break down the systems that keep you alive and kicking, one piece at a time.
So, you might be looking at that and thinking, what was that? Well, that little gem comes straight from our source material. And you know what? It sets the stage perfectly. It's basically a promise for a deep, detailed lecture. But don't you worry, we're going to make it fast, fascinating, and super clear. Let's get this user's guide started.
You know, the real secret to understanding your body isn't just memorizing a list of parts. It's about appreciating the systems. Think of it like a bunch of different teams, all talking to each other, all working together 24/7 to keep the whole operation running. So, let's meet those teams.
First up, the engine room. Yeah, I want you to think about your respiratory and cardiovascular systems just like a car's engine and its fuel lines. One system pulls in the crucial element, oxygen, and the other is the delivery network that gets that power exactly where it needs to go.
Every single breath you take is a journey, and it happens in two main stages. First, the air comes in through your upper airways. That's your nose and throat, where it gets warmed up and filtered. From there, it heads down into the lower airways, passing your voice box and windpipe on its final approach to the lungs.
So, what's really going on in that one single breath? Well, your diaphragm contracts, it pulls air down your windpipe into these millions of tiny little air sacs in your lungs called alveoli. Now, this is where the magic happens. In the gas exchange phase, oxygen literally crosses a barrier, jumps into your bloodstream, and is ready for delivery. And who's running that delivery service? This incredible four-chambered pump, your heart. The two upper chambers, the atria, are like the receiving docks for the blood. Then the two super powerful lower chambers, the ventricles, do the heavy lifting, pumping that blood out to every corner of your body.
And that blood travels on a massive network of highways. You've got arteries, which carry that fresh, oxygen-rich blood away from the heart. Then you've got veins, which bring the used blood back. And all the important exchanges happen on the tiny side streets, the capillaries. The blood itself, it's this living river full of red blood cells carrying oxygen, white blood cells for your immune defense, and platelets to stop you from bleeding.
Okay, so how does the engine room even know what to do? That brings us to the body's two command centers. See, for all this to work together, you need amazing communication. And your body has two brilliant networks for this. One is built for lightning speed, and the other is built for long-term control.
First, you've got the nervous system. This is the body's super high-speed internet. We're talking electrical signals for instant actions, like pulling your hand away from a hot stove. The central nervous system, your brain and spinal cord, that's the main server. And the peripheral nerves, they're the fiber optic cables running out to every single part of you.
But for stuff that doesn't need to happen in a split second, the body uses a totally different system. This is the endocrine system. And if the nervous system is an instant message, the endocrine system is more like a company-wide memo. It sends chemical messengers, called hormones, through the bloodstream to manage things like growth, mood, and metabolism over hours, days, or even years.
These hormones get sent out by special glands, kind of like dispatch centers. Your thyroid gland, for instance, is in charge of your whole metabolism. Your pancreas handles blood sugar by sending out insulin. And your adrenal glands, they fire off cortisol and adrenaline when you're stressed. And watching over all of it, you have the master gland, the pituitary.
Of course, every great machine needs fuel. So next up, we're heading to the body's amazing fuel processing plant, the digestive system. This is how you turn, say, a bite of pizza into the actual energy that powers your cells.
That journey kicks off in the mouth. From there, food drops into the stomach for an acid bath. But listen, the next stop, the small intestine, that is the main event. It's where almost all the nutrients get pulled out of your food and absorbed into your bloodstream. After that, the large intestine just soaks up the remaining water before, the final exit.
But hey, the digestive tract doesn't do all this work alone. Oh no. It has three critical helpers. Your liver produces bile to break down fats. Your gallbladder is just a little storage tank for that bile. And the pancreas, that old multitasker, it shows up again, this time producing powerful enzymes to help break everything down.
So we've covered power, control, and fuel. Now let's look at the frame and the armor plating.
We're talking about the systems that give you your physical shape and protect you from a dangerous world.
And it really all starts with this one number, 206. That's how many bones make up the internal scaffolding of an adult human. This skeleton gives you your structure, it protects your most vital organs, and it acts as the anchor for all your muscles.
Now, here's a really cool concept to get your head around. Movement is a two-part system. You've got the passive system, that's the skeleton, it's just the frame. But the actual motion, that comes from the active system, your 650 or so skeletal muscles that pull on those bones to let you walk, run, and, well, do everything.
And here's something that is just beautifully simple. Every single complex organ and system we have talked about, the heart, the brain, the lungs, it's all built from just 4 basic types of tissue. That's it, just 4. You've got epithelial tissue for covering things, connective tissue for support, muscle for movement, and nervous tissue for communication. A whole universe from just a few building blocks.
Of course, having a structure is great, but you have to protect it. Enter your immune system. This is your personal 24/7 security force. It's a whole network of organs and highly specialized cells, like T cells and B cells, that are constantly patrolling your body, hunting down and destroying invaders like bacteria and viruses.
And your very first line of defense? It's the one you see in the mirror every day, your skin. It's actually your body's largest organ, a waterproof, multi-layered shield that doesn't just protect you, it also helps control your temperature and gives you your sense of touch. It's your personal armor.
Okay, we've looked at the engine, the command center, the fuel plant, and the chassis. So for this last section, let's just zoom all the way out and appreciate how all of these amazing parts come together to create one single, miraculously functioning organism.
This brings us to what might be the single most important concept in all of biology, homeostasis. It's this state of steady, internal balance that every single system we've talked about is working tirelessly to maintain. Your body temperature, your blood sugar, your oxygen levels, they're all held in this perfect, narrow range. And that constant, active balancing act, that is the secret to life.
And that really brings us to our final thought. Your heart beats, you digest your lunch, your immune system is fighting off germs right now, and it is all happening in perfect harmony, without a single conscious command from you. So I'll leave you with this. What does that tell you about the sheer power and intelligence of the machine you get to live in every single day? Thanks for watching.